I spent hours in my head, going through all that I said, and I played.
Hey guys, and thank you so much for watching today's video. In this video I'm gonna show you a makeup look that I was wearing on a birthday party from a friend of mine. This is my favorite go-to makeup look and I just hope you guys are gonna enjoy. Also, I'm not wearing any lashes in today's video, which is kind of rare. I always wear fake lashes in my videos, so that's kind of unusual. But the first thing I'm gonna do, which I do in every video, is priming my eyelids, and I'm using my all-time favorite primer, which is by MAC Cosmetics. It's their Paint Pot New Color Soft Ochre. I'm applying this with a Sigma Beauty P84 brush all over the eyelid, and this is gonna make sure that the eyeshadow will stay in place all day. And I had a party and we went out later that night, so my makeup had to be staying in place all day. Now for today's look, I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, which is one of my favorite palettes. And I'm gonna start with this warm orangey brown color, which is the perfect shade to use as a transition color. So I'm blending this all the way in my crease, going from the inner corner to the outer corner using a Sigma Beauty E40 brush, which is one of my favorite brushes to blend the crease. So I'm just blending all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner, just sweeping my brush back and forth until I find that there's like enough product in the crease. So before you go in with any eyeshadow, you always want to go in with a transition shade first, which is kind of like a light color. And for example, if I would create a smoky blue eye look, I would first go in with a light blue color and then darken it up with darker shades. So for today, I'm going in with brown colors. So I first make sure to go in with a light brown shade to create like a really nice transition in the crease area. And this is just gonna make everything look so much better. It's just gonna give you that gradient, which is gonna make the eye look really nicely blended out. So this is the next color, and this is a lot darker. Well, not a lot darker, but darker than the previous color. And that's what I meant, like, this was like the main color which I wanted to use for the crease. So because of that, I first had to go in with a lighter shade, which kind of looks similar but just lighter. And this way you will see that shade like right above this color which I'm using right now. And that's kind of what creates that nice transition, and that's also what is gonna make it look nicely blended out. If I would only go in with the shade which I applied right now, it wouldn't look as nicely blended out as if I would have used like the shade we used at the beginning. It's kind of hard to explain, but I really hope that makes sense. So now I'm going in with this shade which has more of a reddish undertone. It's a really beautiful warm reddish brown color. It's just super pretty, and I'm kind of doing the same as I did with the previous color, kind of pressing it at the outer V and also softly blending it all the way in the crease area. I'm not using too much of this shade. I'm just kind of darkening up the crease area, but not too much. I just wanted to give the whole crease more of that reddish undertone. And then I went in with the first blending brush, which was the E40, and just blending over the crease to make sure that the shades that I used kind of mix together and just really blend into each other so that there's no harsh lines. So I just repeat that until I'm like satisfied with how it's looking. And then I went in with this rose gold shade. I'm using my finger to apply this. It's just a really pretty rose gold color, not too dramatic, but it has a really beautiful sheen. If you find this color too light, the palette that I'm using also has some darker colors, so you can definitely give your own twist to this look and use a different kind of shimmery color. But I haven't used this shade before and I wanted to kind of experiment today, so I decided to go in with this shade and I wasn't disappointed. Now I'm going in with this Stila Glitter Glow in the color Dollish. Such a beautiful color, and it really suits with the eyeshadow I just applied. This one also looks kind of rose gold and it's kind of similar, but obviously the Glitter Glow liquid eyeshadow has more of a intenser shimmer. So I'm using it like on top of that, and you can see it's a lot more intense, but it just has the same undertone. What you could also do is make your brush wet and use that color from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and that way it will also look more metallic. If you don't have the Glitter Glow, which I use right now, you can use that technique to kind of get the same result. So I applied a little bit more of the Glitter Glow in Dollish by Stila Cosmetics, and using a really tiny blending brush and just blending around the crease area. This way it's gonna look a little bit more softer and it's gonna blend nicely into the matte shades. I always go back in with a blending brush after applying like a liquid eyeshadow on the eyelids, because I've only used matte shades in the crease area, and that's like a total different consistency that will compare like to what I'm using right now. So you want to make sure that those two different textures blend into each other. So that's why I went back in with the blending brush, to make sure that everything looks nicely blended out. Then I'm going back in with this color, which I also used as my second shade in the crease. Now I'm using a flat definer brush from Sigma Beauty, and I'm gonna press it right underneath the lower lash line. This is my favorite brush to do this trick. This is just a really nice brush to use for underneath the lower lash line because it's really flat. So this way you can create that really precise application underneath the lower lash line. Now after doing this, I took a tiny pencil brush with the same eyeshadow on it, and I just decided to blend everything out and make it more smudgy. And then I went in with the Morphe eye pencil in the color Vibes, which is one of my favorite pencils for the waterline. I think I've showed this to you guys already so many times on my channel. It's a really beautiful warm brown color. And then for my eyeliner, I'm going in with the Maybelline Studio Gel eyeliner, and I'm going to create a wing liner. I personally think that a wing liner suits best with my eyes. I always feel like when I do a winged liner, for some reason I feel like my makeup in general just looks better. I just think it kind of complements my face. I don't always feel like doing a winged liner. When I'm lazy, I kind of skip it. But I do think a winged liner looks best on me, and for this party where I went to, of course I wanted to look as my best, so that's why I went for a winged liner. Now if you don't like wearing a winged liner, or you have hooded eyes, or you don't know how to create a winged liner, or you just don't feel comfortable wearing a winged liner, you don't have to do this if you're recreating this look. You can skip this part. You can go for no eyeliner or only a simple line above the lash line and skip the winged liner. Or you can do like a smudgy liner above the lash line using some black eyeshadow, which the palette also has. You can give your own twist to it. You don't have to do every step. Sometimes I receive comments like, oh, I wish you didn't went for a winged liner, or kind of comments like that. And then I always feel like, well, you can do it differently. Like, you don't have to do what I do. You can give your own twist to it, so definitely do that if you don't like something, which I am doing. So now I'm creating that winged liner, and for those who wonder, I'm using the Sigma Beauty angled brow brush. They also have a winged liner brush, but I personally prefer their eyebrow brush to create my winged liner. For some reason I'm just really liking the brush. Then now I'm gonna take my Tweezerman lash curler and I'm gonna quickly curl my lashes. You don't have to use like a fancy one like I'm using from Tweezerman. You can use any lash curler that you have at home, which will do the job. And then for my mascara, I'm taking my all-time favorite mascara, which is by Benefit Cosmetics. It's the Roller Lash Mascara, which is my absolute favorite one. I use it in almost every video. I just really love how it makes my lashes lift, and it also makes my lower lashes look really nicely long, not clumpy. It really nicely separates the lashes from each other, which I really like. So therefore I use it very often in my videos. Then now I'm taking this shimmery color, which is really beautiful. I was kind of looking at my eye look and I felt like something was missing. So I applied this with a really tiny pencil brush in the inner corner area of my eye. And I just think that it gives that extra little pop of highlight, which I just think finishes off the whole eye look. And then this is the end result. I'm not wearing any fake lashes today. I wanted to keep it a little bit more simple. Just do more of a simple, glamorous look for you guys. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. This is really helpful for my YouTube channel. Also, if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure you do. And I have a really nice video coming for you guys. I actually filmed this video before 2020, but I filmed a video today, which is like a really nice video where I focus more on the skin and how to make it glowy. So I'm really excited for that one, and that's one is going up next. So stay tuned for that one, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.